When it comes to love magic, there are many people who will sell you a spell, a candle, an oil, an herb, a chant, an affirmation, a meditation, a coaching session, a consultation, a website, a group coaching program, a femininity preparedness program, all kinds of programs. But the only thing they won't tell you is that if that person doesn't like you, the fucking spell won't work anyway. None of the things you do are going to matter anyway. So if you're considering doing love magic on someone and you're trying to force the issue, please stop. And I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm not saying this to be rude. I'm saying this from experience. I'm saying this from a place of wisdom. I'm saying this from a place of you have better things to do with your money, your time, and your energy and your power than to force love with somebody that's not there for you. Love is like a beautiful thing, and love magic is beautiful also. Love magic can improve your life in many ways. But if you have a tendency to trauma bond and to fall in love with the cycle of struggle that you have with somebody and you're romanticizing that, love magic is not going to support that very well. Love magic works like a tuning fork. It aligns frequencies. It brings your frequency in alignment with the thing you desire, the outcome you desire. And often that outcome that you desire is honestly tampered with the energy you have and your genuine belief about that possibility for the thing to happen. So if you have a traumatizing relationship with somebody and y'all have a traumatic, negative past and history, your belief system is going to need quite a bit of work to shift the energy. And when you shift the energy, you might not even want the person because you might realize that's not who I am anymore. That was lower vibrational. With that being said, love magic ends up being a waste of time in those types of relationships because if that person's not meant to be with you, the love magic is actually revealing the incompatibility so that you can move on before things get any worse and make room to explore a bond that will deepen organically. Love magic can do that, but it has to be done with an open heart and an open mind. You can't do love magic and say, bring this specific person at this specific time, at this specific place, because, yeah, chances are it could happen, but think of the level of force that took and think of how it would feel to feel yourself compelled to another person and it's not necessarily natural. It didn't get a chance to flow. Sometimes we force things prematurely and we spoil things before they're able to come into full bloom. Love magic on somebody who might be right for you but needs more time to develop can create that situation. Likewise, if you're with somebody and you realize that they have an interest in somebody else or they never committed to you in the first place, forcing them to commit versus getting to know other people yourself and finding someone who wants to commit to you without you having to, I don't know, whatever the situation is, that's possible. You don't need to deal with that. This goes for anybody. With the right approach, love magic opens connections for people. It clears the path for true love to thrive and find you. The bonds that come to you will deepen as they're meant to, and you'll both grow and evolve together naturally. When you're with the right person, a love spell, a love oil, a love candle, affirmation, whatever you want to call it, it simply enhances and boosts the energy between you two. It will not feel like you are waiting for this candle to finish burning or you're waiting for the spell to finish percolating for this person to send you a text message. I can't tell you how many times I've spoken with somebody and they're like, yeah, I listened to affirmations for 10 hours and he unblocked me. What? What? Why do you want to do magic or affirmations on somebody who blocked you? And while we're at it, respectfully, what have you done to change your side of the toxicity that was brought into this relationship if you're aware that that person had to block you in response to whatever energy was placed between you two? Again, I'm not speaking from a place of holier than thou. I've been there. I have, and I don't know what the hell I was thinking at the time. But now that I'm here, I'm just trying to tell you there are billions of people on this earth, and a love spell with the right attitude will attract any limitless number of them based upon where you are and what you're open to. Forcing yourself on somebody with a love spell and trying to dominate, control, and bind them, it's self-sabotage. It creates blockages in your entire life. What if the person that you need to meet is in another city, another state? What if you're mentally not open to meet them at the place you're destined to meet them because you're still preoccupied with this person that clearly is not into you? All of these things are disrupting the flow of love. Magic has a very, very subtle movement. It's not obvious. Like, people are not pointing their fingers and sparkles of love dust are just flying onto people. Like, that's in the movies. This is not a Harry Potter movie. Um, Love magic is very subtle, like the butterfly effect. Love magic can influence small decisions you weren't even paying attention to that could lead you to the person. Or it could do small things you weren't aware of that could lead you to uncover something about a person. Either way, love magic responds to what's there, and it can create small miracles, but for the most part, these small miracles are still linked to the energy of a person who is already open to you, into you, and likes the idea of you. The right person, you can ignore love magic for like 3 months into your road opening and prosperity, and they'd still be a natural part of your life. If you've got a depends on a love spell, candle, item, talisman, affirmation, psychic, or anything, and no offense to the psychics, when I mean psychic, like you're constantly going to them for readings. Um, it's a sign that you need to get grounded in yourself and realize that these things are here because you already are the person you need to be to have these things. What you need to work on is perhaps the magic to deepen and sustain these things, the magic to secure these things, the magic to continue to flow effortlessly and evolve with these things. But forcing a love spell on somebody who really isn't for you, no, can't do it. So if you're talking to a practitioner and your situation is not one that they feel they can solve and they openly tell you that you don't need a love spell, you need something else, even if you don't like what they say, please respect it. I mean, you don't have to listen to them, and you can go explore the avenues of fuck around and find out with your finances in your life if you'd like. But I had to learn the hard way myself. The quicker you let somebody go that genuinely doesn't want to be there or only pretends for the moment, which is part of the short-lived spell. When people say, "Oh, I had the narcissist, I had the this, I had the that." Well, maybe you were doing spell work on somebody whose behavior was very obvious and you thought that you could change them with that magical behavior and your magical lovemaking. And the truth is people are who they are, and the quicker you determine who they are to you and whether that fits, is the quicker you stop wasting your mind, money, and magic on them and your mental power if that's just not meant for you and your highest outcome. So I hope you got what you could from this, and have a nice day.